So now we're getting to where we're going to deliver the vehicle. So we've got to be prepared, complete the paperwork before you call a customer or before you know they're coming back to pick the car up. We're doing some inspection training, and the franchisee kept selling things on this guy's service truck, and the guy kept saying yes. And by 5 o'clock that day, the truck was done, sitting in the parking lot, keys on the counter, customer standing there waiting, and he had not costed out 10 different invoices for this truck. Took him 10 minutes to sit there and cost out all the parts so that we could build this truck out for this customer. He is standing in the waiting room, seeing his truck and seeing his keys, and he could not move. Uncool. So make sure that all your parts are costed out. Make sure all your overlays are taken care of. You got your dot numbers in, you got your rotor spec, whatever it might be. Make sure everything's complete. And then let's give them a courtesy call. Even if a customer says, I'm going to leave it with you, I'll be back at 5. Maybe it's 3 o'clock. Yeah, let's call him. Hey, Keith, it's Daryl from Bingo Tires. I just want to call and show. I know you're probably not going to be here till 5. You said you weren't going to be here till 5. But we got your car done. Everything went great. So you can pick it up at any time. They might go, I'm out of here early. I need to go get my car. Y'all presenting the repair order to the customer? You showing them what they bought and what the warranties are? I'm telling you, price these days is so out of hand, in my opinion. Back in my day, a good sale was $500. If you sold a set of tires for $500, you were high-fiving each other. That was a good sale. Now, what did we see a little while ago? $400. If you add tax and TPP, a set of singles is $500. So customers are now seeing, a set of tires being $900, $1,000, $1,200. They might feel a little bit better about spending all that money if you made sure they knew what they bought for them. What'd you get for $1,200? Here's what we did. Here's what your warranties are. So make sure you're sharing that stuff with your customer. And you can discuss the declined items at that point too. Remember, you didn't want to do the brakes today. Would you like to set an appointment to get those done in a couple of weeks? You didn't have a chance to go ahead and set that. And then the last opportunity to sell that big O card, when you see them pulling that Visa or MasterCard out of their wallet. Hunter, did you know that if we put this on your Visa card, you start paying interest today? What if we could spread those payments out for 6 months and pay no interest? And it's nothing out of pocket today. It takes 2 minutes. Let's get you to a big O card. So my vision is we've talked to that customer about 3 times, at least during the visit, about a big O card. We're not pushy about it. Trying to help them. Now, I don't recommend you do it 3 times if they already said yes once. Now you're just being kind of stupid. Okay. If I was available, I walk them to the door. If I wasn't available, my salesperson walked them to the door, and we asked every customer, how do we do for you today? Who is usually the ones who do a review for you? The bad ones. The customers that are ticked off for whatever reason. I believe customers write reviews, and I tell you, because this is the way I am, out of emotion. They get home, they get in front of a laptop or whatever it is, because they're still ticked off. If we could defuse that before they left, we might save ourselves some of those reviews. We might be able to fix their issue before they left. With a simple question as I'm walking to the door, hey, how do we do for you? And that customer said, well, let me tell you. Let me open the door. We're going to walk outside together where all my other customers can't hear us. And I want you to vent. Tell me. Tell me what we could have done. I'm either going to fix it, or at the very least, I'm lowering their emotions because they're going to vent. Now at that point, I feel fairly confident that they probably won't go right into your review. They might still, but at least if I lowered their emotions, I got a better chance. On the good side, they might go, you guys take care of me every time. That's why I come here. Great. Could you do me a favor and write a review for me? The good ones, so write your reviews. That way, not the things that we're seeing aren't always the bad ones. Let's get some good ones. All right? And how about setting an appointment for the next visit? Your dentists and doctors do that all the time, right? I used to ask my customer, hey, Daniel, it's a Thursday, so I'm guessing Thursdays are good for you. Your first tire rotation is probably gonna be about 90 days from now. So I'm gonna go ahead and make you an appointment for Thursday, November, whatever that date might be. And I'm gonna write it on the back of the business card. It's like dentists or doctors do, right? You take it home, you put it on the refrigerator or something. And we'll see you for that first tire rotation. I just made an appointment. Hopefully, he puts it up somewhere where he remembers. And if I remember, I might figure out some kind of call system and start calling all my appointments. Again, eventually, we're gonna have a system that might allow us to do like some automatic texting or something like that. I know there's third-party systems out there that do that. If you want to grow your car count, if you've got time to make some callbacks, there's 3 ways that I recommend you make callbacks. One is within 48 hours of a visit, call a customer just to thank them. Hey, Sterile Big O Tires, I just want to thank you for trusting us to service your vehicle. You let me know if there's ever anything. Have a great day. It's that simple. Customers are blown away when you call to thank them for their business. The next would be 30 days out. 30 days is when I'm going to call to remind them that we might have recommended something. Hey, Sean, Sterile Big O Tires. Hey, just giving you a heads up. You were in whatever the date was 30 days ago, June something. At that time, we recommended the brakes on it. Have you had those done? Sean's gonna go, oh man, I forgot about it. Or Sean's gonna go, yeah, we got it done. Or no, not even thinking about it. Thanks anyways. You know what often happens is we get customers going, hey, that car's fine, but my wife's car needs. And now all of a sudden we're getting a different car. But it works that we end up getting more cars. We get cars off these call lines. And the last one is 90 days out, and that's just to remind them again that it's time to come in for a tire rotation or Roadshow. Hey, it's Daryl Big O. Kelsey just let you know that it's probably about time for your tire rotation or your oil change. We're trying to go ahead and schedule that. It's that simple. If you've got the time and you need to increase your car count, it's a great tool. It works. Last thing I'll share with you guys, and then we're going to let you all go. So what did we talk about today? We talked about the value of doing some of our businesses. So we talked about phone mastery. If we're good on the phones, if we get better on the phones, we know that getting a customer in, the average ticket right now is $325. Years ago, we did a study, and I told you a little bit about this. We called a little over 13,000 customers, almost 14, and we asked them a couple of questions. One was, were you made a part of the VIP process? In other words, did the salesperson take you around the car and ask you questions and gather information? If they said yes, it went in one pile. If they said no, it went in a different pile. And I can tell you that alone was worth about $18 for the guys that said yes, as opposed to the customers that said no. Average of $18 per ticket. Then we asked, were you informed of an inspection, and did they cover the inspection with you? And if they said yes, it went in this pile. If they said no, it went in that pile. The combination of the two was $72 per invoice if they said yes, over the ones that said no. Just follow the process. And then we talked about email collection. What was that dollar amount if we had it as opposed to we didn't? $140 for those customers. They will spend more, $140 more for those that we have an email for, as opposed to that we don't. And I should qualify that by saying a good email over those that don't. So just those things together raises your ROI to $537. So wherever you're at in your ROI right now, you might be better than 325. You might be lower than 325. But just getting better with these two things, which is really easy to do, especially this one. You can add another $212 there. And if you get better on the phones and you start bringing more customers in, you're adding another $325 there. So another $537 per customer. If we get better on the phones and we start following some of the process, I told you at the beginning, this ain't rocket science. These are simple things that we can do. And in many cases, there's a lot of you in here that have been salespeople for a long time. You've done them in the past and maybe you forgot. You let some of that stuff slip. I tell you, customers are hungry for relationships. They're hungry to do business with people that want their business. Because customer service in this country has gone down the tubes. You guys be the ones to bring customer service back.